Hey guys, welcome back to Figure. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Today we're going to take a look at the S.H.Figuarts, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 from Dragon Ball Super, the superhero movie. And personally, I'm very indifferent about these new Dragon Ball characters, right? I'm a diehard fan for Dragon Ball Z, so I much rather Bandai focus on the older characters than these, right? But I feel like at this point I'm just buying for the sake of collecting. As someone who buys a lot of figures, it's always cool to get something from Bandai. But anyways, let me know in the comments on what you think. But here's the left of the box, here's the right of the box, and here is the back of the box. And that's not wasting any more time, and bust this thing open and see what we got. And here's the figure still in the inner packaging, looking absolutely amazing. Does come with a lot of stuff. And I know a lot of people are very upset with the Gohan DLC, but personally, as a heavy collector or a heavy user of action figures, I actually think this is okay and occasionally very cool, right? Like, you get interchangeable parts from other figures. Really makes the collecting a little bit more fun, in my opinion. Because as someone who collects a lot, like if I'm buying something, I'm gonna buy everything anyway, so it doesn't really affect me as much. But for someone who only likes Gohan, that's a big problem. And this is probably the worst we have seen in a very long time, right? Like, I think this guy has like 5 figures, right? This is like total of 5 figures. You have like extra Gohan parts. But anyways, I just want to address that. I digress. And yeah, let's just enjoy the figure and check it out. Alright, and here we have the figure itself, and my immediate impression with these is pretty neutral. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. Pretty decent for the most part. I don't think they have any paint issues. Joints are nice and tight, and it looks like they walk out straight from the anime. But the plastic cape really is just very annoying, right? After experiencing with so many other good figures with cloth cape, like, these are just not acceptable in 2023. But like, I think this is relatively okay because they are quote-unquote less popular characters, because I know a lot of people like them, but yeah, like comparing to Goku, like, these are just not as popular, so I think it's okay. But imagine for a second if there's like a new version of Goku, Trunks, or Vegeta with very cool cape. This will not be okay. But yeah, aside from the biases and all that, like, these are pretty decent. And let's just take a close look at the figure. Here's Gamma 2. Yeah, I love the attention to detail on these, like, pretty good. And their design is really straightforward anyway, so yeah, let's jump straight into the articulation. I don't think there's anything you guys haven't seen already. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over it from the neck down. He can look up about this much, look down about this much, tilt his head side to side, no problem. And for the shoulder, it has a really nice butterfly joint. And the shoulder part here is just on a peg. You can raise the arm up about this much, swivel here, and curl about this much, and you do get the ball wrist. And for the ab crunch, you can bend forward about this much and bend backwards about this much. And the cape is just on a hinge over here, as you guys can see. And this design is really annoying because it really hinders the articulation in some cases, right? And it's really hard to balance. It's just overall not very good. And for the leg, the skirt is on a soft piece, so we don't have to worry about that. You can kick up about this high, bend about this much, thigh swivel, side to side pivot, and toe hinge. And I believe that's it for the articulation. The skirt piece is really nice. And yeah, the only issue with this figure in terms of articulation is also the plastic cape. And it's also very hard for him to stand to like some other figures just because of the cape. But yeah, let's check out the accessories. And for the accessories, we can start with the head they came with, and I think it looks good. And next up, we get a yelling face. These are always good. And then we have the teeth gritting angry face. And then we have a more neutral expression that kind of resembles their personality. And Gamma 1 does come with one extra expression, and this one looks pretty painful to me. And next up, we have the Gohan head sculpt with the glasses, and I really do think this is a great look for Gohan. I absolutely love it, especially with the cape. Like, this is really cool. Still really evil that they did this to us. And next up, we have the Super Saiyan Gohan hair, which is probably the main reason everybody got these figures. And yeah, looks really good. And I kind of feel like I appreciate this a lot more because we didn't get it with the normal Gohan, right? Yeah, I think that's just their marketing strategy. I really like this one. So cool. And then we have the teeth gritting angry face. It looks really good as well. And the last face we got is a Gohan shouting face, and it looks really good. And yeah, I believe that's everything. I'm not going to go into detail for the interchangeable hands, but let's check out their in action posing, and let's go. And for the size comparison, let us start with some Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts, and I think this is really straightforward. They look very good together. And then we have some more Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts. And then we have my favorite, the Naruto S.H.Figuarts. And then we have some Mayfax figures I have around. And then we have some JJK S.H.Figuarts. And lastly, we have some Figma figures, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, I think these two are pretty straightforward. If you are a big fan of these characters, you should definitely go for it. Comes with a lot of accessories, the articulation is pretty good. Obviously, the only issue I have is just the plastic cape. I don't think I like these figures enough to track down the soft goods one, but yeah, pretty cool for the most part, right? If you're only buying this for the Gohan DLC, that is very unfortunate. I'm pretty sure Bandai is still going to do that in the future, so I don't know. I guess we can just work harder, right? And yeah, I think that's it from me. Do let me know in the comments on what you think. And this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.